Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So you have $1,000 right now, but how do you turn that $1,000 into $10,000 in just a few months? So the answer isn't stocks or real estate or even crypto. It's actually a lot more simple. You need to invest in yourself and your skills. Now wait a second, let me be very clear about something. If you go and invest in the S&P 500 or Bitcoin and you start really early and you invest long term, you will make money. And this is great and all. But let's go over something real quick. If you are 18 years old and say you screwed around in high school, you didn't get a job, and you didn't go on YouTube and watch videos like this, so when you end up getting your high school diploma, you only have $1,000 in your bank account. So you decide to go get your first minimum wage job where you are earning $10 an hour, or what ends up being $19,500 a year. Now in this year, you decide to still live with your parents, but you do have some expenses. So at the end of the year, you end up only having $5,000 in your bank account. That's not much, right? Now instead, say you want to make more. You go and take a 2-day, $500 certification on how to become a phlebotomist. You then get hired as one, and now in just a few days, you are making $25 an hour. Now, if you can almost triple your income through a 2-day, $500 certification, is this worth the investment? Probably. Now, the problem is that a lot of people want to go and invest into their asset classes. Their stocks, their real estate, their crypto, their NFTs, and whatever else. And don't get me wrong, this is great. I do this and you should do this too. But if you can't provide value to the market to begin with, you'll never have the money to then invest in these things. So if you can provide more value, you then can charge more. And whether it be a service that you provide, products that you sell, or even a business that you now created, the more value that has, the more you then can charge. Now, before we go and talk about anything else, your earning capacity is going to be what makes you more money in this economy. So when you have extra money laying around, don't go and invest it into Bitcoin or whatever. Instead, invest it in furthering your education so that you have a higher earning capacity. So, for example, as I was saying, if you are now working as a phlebotomist and you are making $25 an hour, if you work $2,000 a year, you are now making $50,000. And if you are 19 or 20 years old and you're fresh out of high school, you're chilling with a roommate and you want to go eat Taco Bell, this leaves you with about $15,000 to $20,000 at least, even after taxes. So all of this excess money you now have, or the $1,500 a month, because that is what $20,000 a year is, you now go and invest into courses, workshops, one-on-one coaching, mentorships, and certifications, and in no time, I absolutely guarantee you, you will be making more money. And here is why. If you spend $1,500 a month on learning new skills and you do this for a year or 2 years, these skills now stack exponentially. Here's an example. Say you work in health and nutrition. Then you go and learn the skill of how to work social media. Then you gain knowledge of how to do video distribution, then video production, then design, then sales. And over time, you can just imagine how their pay is going to dramatically increase because they have become more skilled in other areas. But to find the courses that are worth investing in, you need to go to the people that are providing the most value for the least amount, preferably free. Because if you do this, then you are decreasing the risk of purchasing something that you then don't find any value in. So if you're scrolling on Instagram or YouTube, you come across a person and they're giving you all this content for free and you're enjoying it, you're taking some sort of value from it, and they have a course or workshop and you're contemplating buying it, go ahead. Because number one, you already know you like the person, and number two, the chances that the kind of content that you're paying for has less value than the free stuff is extremely low. But before you go and buy something, I highly recommend that you sleep on it for a few days, because it doesn't hurt to think about it for a day or two before you go and make a major decision. Okay, well now you've done all of this. You've expanded your skill set, and now you know how to do sales or how to do design for somebody or how to manage a website and all of this other really great stuff. So now you're making $80,000 a year, which is now an extra $2,000 a month that you can put into courses, workshops, and coaching and all of this other great learning. So when you go into these courses and workshops, you do not want to go in there and be like, oh, I'm going to do this, oh, I'm going to change that, oh, I'm going to screw around with this. Don't do that. Just listen to what these people are telling you to do, follow exactly every single step the way that they designed it. Then, if you don't like the results, then change it. Even if you don't like it, it doesn't hurt to try it a different way. So for all of you that have made it through this entire video, the easiest way to start is to just make the conscious decision to spend less, and then whatever you may be directing towards the S&P 500 or Bitcoin, start to invest in yourself. This then furthering your education and skill set so your value to the market goes up. And in no time, I guarantee you, you'll be making more money. As Benjamin Franklin said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So get out there, start investing in yourself, and I'll be rooting for all of you.